What up, world? This is your trainer, Levi Goldel. I want to welcome you back to the Flow Project's private training studio for episode 2 of the Flowcast. What is this week's episode all about? It's all about our metabolism, aka that internal furnace, getting that sucker burning hot for us. Thank you for joining in again. I hope you got a lot out of the last episode I posted. Helps me if you comment, share, like, so I know if I'm making an impact. Now, a brief background on me. I've been training clients now since 2005. I have 11 different certifications in training along with my degree as well. I also created Donkey Hills Mountain Bike Park, all levels mountain bike park on my family's land back in 2012 after the Hyde Park fire came through and destroyed everything. Also, over the last 2 decades, I've managed over 10 different gyms. And now today, I stand here before you sharing my experiences because I feel like it would be a disservice if I didn't play the heck out of my cowbell of life. Right? So let's dive into the deliciousness of what metabolism is all about. Now, a quick precursor. There's 1,000 different ways to make chicken noodle soup. That doesn't mean my one recipe is the right way, right? Certain things work for certain people. Some people believe in fasting. Some people believe in no carbs. What do I believe in? I believe in a balanced, healthy diet, right? Now, what does that mean? To begin, I want to imagine our body like a coal steam engine. Right? Coal steam engine. What is that thing doing at night? It's sleeping. It's dormant. It's in a hibernation state doing nothing, right? So then the first thing is when we wake up in the morning, we have to turn the engine on, right? The engine's not going to work if we don't put some coal on the fire. So the key is we need to eat breakfast within 30 minutes to an hour of waking. That gets our body burning hot, right? If we wait, if we don't eat, then we're not hungry. And we stay in a more slow, sluggish state all day long. So what does that mean? If we eat something, we're going to be hungry. The engine's going to be burning hot. If we don't eat, we're not going to be hungry, and everything's to be moving slow. All right, we don't want that. We want to have energy, okay? So next thing, we put fuel on the fire. We got to continue to fuel the fire. We need to put food on that engine every 3 to 3.5 hours. Now, what do you do typically? A lot of us go 5-6 hours in between eating. Now, at this point, our body's in starvation mode. Our blood sugar is doing a giant roller coaster with the big gaps between eating. Whereas if we eat every 3.5 hours, nice, consistent blood sugar, nice and even. Those big gaps, that's what patterns our body to store fat and to burn muscle for energy instead, to slow ourselves down. That's awful. We don't want that, right? So the next question is, what foods do we need to eat? Our macros. They break down to our proteins, carbs, fats, and our veggies. There's other things too, but that's what we're going to concern ourselves with today. What is protein? The most important one. It's our foundation. It's our building blocks of our machine. Okay? It also is what keeps us satiated and fuller longer. You eat carbs, you're going to be hungry. It breaks down really fast into energy. You eat protein, you stay fuller longer. What are good proteins? Eggs, chicken, fish, fat-free cottage cheese, for example. Ooh, you like your delicious ribeye? That's super fatty, right? We want some clean protein so we feel clean and mean and like a fighting machine. Next is our carbs. Okay, we need carbs. Carbs are our energy. It's our attitude. It's our brain fuel. Good carbs include oats, rice, potatoes, fruits. Okay, it's the processed crap we don't want. Those ones are the ones, the hearty carbs that give us fuel and energy for the day. Next, fats. Fats protect our vital organs. We need fats in our diet to keep us alive. Yeah, what are good fats? Avocados, nuts, things like that. Last, veggies. That's where all of our nutrients come from. That's where all of our fiber comes from. That's what keeps us regular and pooping. We keep that protein high, and we don't get enough veggies in, we're going to get stopped up and constipated. What are good veggies? The cruciferous ones, like Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, broccoli. Those are the good ones. The leafy ones, the spinach, the kale, yeah, it's good for you, but you have to eat a gallon of that in order to get enough fiber to go to the bathroom. So we got to keep those cruciferous ones in our diet. Now, what do we need to avoid? Anything that's not real, anything that's processed. So when you walk into the store, everything around the perimeter is single ingredient items. Everything in the middle is processed, boxed crap. That doesn't mean there's exceptions, but that's just an easy way to think about it. Now, if something is quick, if it's easy, it's fast, cheap, yeah, that's going to make you like that. You don't want that. That's trash. You need good fuel for your system or your engine's going to break down, right? We need to make sure this coal engine's going to be burning hot. Now, where do we put all these amazing good foods that I'm speaking of? Dun, dun, dun. Let's turn to the whiteboard. Now, like I've been saying, our goal is to keep our blood sugar nice and even, okay? So I'm going to go breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. So we're eating every 3 hours after we wake up. We got our breakfast. We got our snack. We got our lunch. We got our snack. And we got our dinner. Now, never longer than 3 hours, 3.5-ish. And we eat within 30 minutes to 1 hour. Yeah? Okay. Next, protein. That's our crucial one, right? That's our energy. That's the one that's gonna keep us full or longer. That's the building blocks for our body. So I want that at every meal. All right, so we got a protein at breakfast, your eggs. A protein at your snack, your cottage cheese. A protein at your lunch, your chicken breast. Your protein in the snack in the afternoon. I don't know, a protein shake, a yogurt. Your protein at dinner. A nice delicious fish. Yeah, something like that. Next, let's go veggies. Veggies are key. We never get enough of these. I need at least 1.5 cups of vegetables 3 times a day. What? That's a lot of vegetables. Right? You can make a baggie of vegetables and you can put like celery and carrots and chopped up bell peppers and broccoli in there and you can munch on that. You can even dip that in plain Greek yogurt and put some ranch seasoning in it, and then you got a delicious vegetable protein snack right there. All right, we can do this. All right, so we got a veggie at breakfast. Let's just dump a bunch of vegetables into those eggs. Let's just chop up all those things. We got even mushrooms and spinach and just dump it all in the broccoli in our eggs, yeah? At lunchtime, let's just do a bunch of roasted broccoli with that chicken I already talked about. And then at dinner, bam, huge salad. It's all raw, right? Throw some peppers in there, throw some cucumbers in there. Let's add variety. Next on the menu are carbs. Where do you like to put your carbs? At dinner. I want to eat all of my food right here, go to sleep, feel like shit with all that food in my belly, giving me crappy sleep, and I'm going to wake up in the morning not hungry because all that crap was in my belly. Wrong. We're going to do it the other way around. We're going to put the carbs at breakfast. Your potatoes, like home fries, your oatmeal, your rice with your eggs. The Hawaiians do it, right? So we got carbs at breakfast, carbs at lunch. This is our staple. This is what's going to give us our energy for the whole day, to hold us over, right? We don't want to put it all at the end of the day, the beginning of the day to make us feel good. And then last, our fats. Where do we put those? Don't put your carbs and fats together. That just makes you crave more, spiking your insulin levels. So why don't we put a little bit of fats here, like avocado in that salad? That sounds amazing, yeah? Now let's talk calories. I don't like to go crazy about calories, but a lot of people do not eat enough. I have a lot of people who are like, let's say 200, 220 pounds who want to burn fat and tone up. And they're only eating like 1,200 calories. That's awful. That's not enough food. Your body's going to hold on to everything. It's going to eat away at muscle to slow the metabolism down. It's going to store fat to slow the metabolism down. You're going to have no energy. You're going to be inflamed as heck, right? We need to boost the calories up to boost that energy burning system. Now, there's an easy system way to do this. It's not the most accurate way, but it's a good way to start. Let's just take that 200-pound person who wants to burn fat and tone up. 200-pound person. We multiply it by 1,000. That gives us 2,000 calories as our base to start with. Equals 2,000 calorie base. I want to subtract 200 from that to lose weight. Okay, I'm going to minus 200. Boom, boom. We're at 1,800 calories now. That's our goal for a normal, active, moving day. Just a baseline, right? Now, some people need more. Some people need less. This is just a good place to start to see where you're at. Where do we put these 1,800-ish calories? Well, let's just say we're working with a 2,000 calorie diet, for example, just to make this easy. We'll put 500 calories at breakfast, 500 calories at lunch, 500 calories at dinner, and 250 calories at snacks. That equals 2,000 calories right there alone. Now, if we're just trying to get 1,800, we could take 100 calories just out of our dinner and our lunch easily right there. Bam, 1,800 calories, and monitor it. Okay? Now, the biggest thing I want you to get out of this is that food is fuel. Food is fuel, folks. We need to eat. Eat is key. Now, to quote the great Paul Shauna, he says, you can't stuff, you can't starve, you have to eat your way down. Right? So just remember, food is fuel. Say it with me. Food is fuel. Food is fuel. It's not the enemy. Food is not the enemy. It's our thinking that's the enemy. You know? So with that said, I want you to share this, like, comment below. Let me help you. Help me help you. Show me the money, as Jerry Maguire would say. Yeah? All right. High fives. Until next time. Thank you for joining in.